Hello everybody and welcome back to our free-to-play character. We are gonna continue our adventure on a free-to-play character after a short mini-series, just a couple of episodes, on the server start EU5, which was just a bit of a detour as the server starts happen every few months, and I wanted to use the opportunity and showcase to you how an Echo Shroomer would, let's say, perform, what the milestones are, what is the plan to do, and similar. And I hope you like these couple of episodes. Granted that the second episode was a bit longer because of day 2 and day 3 being combined together, but nonetheless, it is a nice showcase how it works. Of course, I need to emphasize that I am not an expert on this. I was following a guide, which you can always find in the description of any of my videos, which you can also use for the free-to-play. This is what I was doing as well. The only difference is that you need to wait, for example, for Hall of Fame fights, or you need to use the ads in order to skip the waiting time. But other than that, it's more or less the same practice how to achieve high levels in the beginning. I will be coming back to that character in next few weeks to go through the day 4 and after achievements, milestones, and also I would like to cover some mistakes which I made, which could be improved, and I will probably improve for the next time. So no better opportunity than to let you know to subscribe if you want to get a notification to when that video is out, or any of my other videos. And also don't forget to put a like on this video or a comment if you want to see more of this content, less of this content. If you want to just say hello, I will be glad to respond to you. And also, if you have any suggestions for me, I would be glad to consider them, as I did actually in that series as well. But on to our free-to-play character. So first of all, for those who might or might not remember, our goal is on this free-to-play character to achieve level 300, and as you can see, we are level 212, so we are 2/3 there, a bit even more than 2/3 there. So we are going really great, and I was actually thinking of potentially changing the goal to a higher level. And then the reason why I decided to leave it at level 300 is the same reason why I was thinking of changing it. So the point is, just recently I have identified, or I have heard about a concept in Shakesandfidget, which so far I was not understanding it as such, or I did not even hear it about. I did not even hear about it before, but I had this in mind to a certain extent. So this is a dungeon break, which recently everyone is more and more emphasizing this and the importance of this. And I was always considering dungeon break as well, you hit a rock, a wall in dungeons, and the only monsters you have there are like sub 1%, so you cannot beat them. So you just decide to make a short break on the dungeons. You level up normally, you get some items elsewhere, and then once you come back to dungeons, you would have 10-15% chance to win against these monsters. So then you continue doing the dungeon. So this is how I consider dungeon break. It's just a bit of break to sort of increase the chances of winning against the monsters in dungeons. Actually, I mean, it is also this, but it's more about the XP gain from dungeons and from quests, because there is a, let's say, XP curve which is driven by the quests, and this XP curve significantly drops down after level, I think 393 or 373, something around that. So let's say around 380. And the point is that after that, the quests give much less experience. So what the dungeon break is you stop doing dungeons even before that. So you stop doing around level 340. You can do it even around 320. And you would be just leveling via quests. Now this would slow down leveling at first, because leveling via quests is really slow. For 300 thirsts per day, you might not even get the level. However, once you, let's say, reach some 400, 420, and the dungeon break is over, you would have so many dungeons which you can push, and the experience on these dungeons is really, really great. So you would be just jumping from 420 to 500 or 520 immediately. So the idea is just to postpone the XP which you get from dungeons for later. So after this quest XP curve goes down. This is the reason I was thinking of sort of extending the goal of our character to sort of reach the dungeon break point. And then I would, because then it would be just questing every day, which does not give any significant progress between couple of days, which I use for making videos. This would then mean that I don't have any kind of there will be no content after that, which it's fine. Well, we can proceed on something else. But the point is that stopping at level 300 or stopping at 320, for example, if you want to start the dungeon break at 320, the difference is not that significant. So from that point of view, I would keep the original goal as set, 300. Once we reach 300, I will probably make a video or two when I come to the dungeon break level. And then once we would be on dungeon break, I will probably sporadically make some videos on our free-to-play character, just showing you how the dungeon break goes, because there are some things which you need to consider when it comes to dungeon break. For example, when we're talking about the pets, the pet here, here, can be found on plains of Oscor after clearing floor 10 of the 15th dungeon in Shadow World. And then this one here, where was it? Just a second. Is that the earth? No, water? Yeah, this one. Can be found on a quest in the Boston Lands after clearing 22nd Light Dungeon. So even though you're on dungeon break, you will continue doing the 22nd dungeon, which is this one here. And you would continue doing the 13th floor, wherever it is. Here it is. So this one here, even while you are on dungeon break, because you should not stop yourself from getting all of the pets, as they boost your stats. So you would get those pets, you would defeat these dungeons, but you would leave all the other dungeons. So I would probably update you on the progress on these dungeons and how the leveling is going and similar, but there would, as I would be on a dungeon break, the progress would be minimal. So we are close to reaching our let's say goal, but there is still some time to go. There is still 1-2 features which I would like to cover for you on our free-to-play character, and then I would also show you some progress made. Currently our progress, as you see, 212 level. Our fortress is at level 12, stuck a bit for a long time farming. Actually, I've been slacking with the farming a bit, just because since I have like a lot of characters, sometimes I just do certain stuff on certain characters, then other stuff on other characters. So for example, I have been pushing the fortress on one character, I would be pushing Underworld on another character, mostly because of the, let's say, time I have at my disposal, not because this is how you should play or anything like that. So the point is just I did not have enough time, so I would just sometimes skip certain stuff. Not nice to say, because the fortress is extremely important for the whole guild, so you should keep it up, and it's really, really important. While I'm talking, I just wanted quickly to do some fights. I would then continue. Oh, damn, I did not want to click that one. In any case, this is just a few fights so that I can start building soldiers. Nonetheless, so this is how the fortress looks like. Our underworld is actually expanding quite nicely. We are level 7 on the Heart of Darkness, Keeper, Torture Chamber, Underworld Gate, Soul Extractor, and Gladiator. So our main buildings are all same level. So the next thing I need to upgrade is the Heart of Darkness. It has been going great. Collecting souls at the moment, it's not that problematic. Mostly I have been winning all of the fights, so here and there I might lose some fight. I would say mostly against berserkers if they get lucky against my keeper. The light world, the dungeons are going fine as well, quite nicely progressing, same as for the shadow dungeons. And then I have been lately pushing the tower because I have 100% chance to win against the first 20-25 levels. You can see now. So I won, and it's at Kunigunde. After Kunigunde, I think actually no, he's third. Let's actually quickly check. I think he's third. So this one, so show combat, next fight. Yeah, Kunigunde is third. So it actually comes to Kunigunde, and then there is still me left, and I am the strongest of all of us. So from that point of view, I can easily push the tower. I think up to level 25, 30 for sure. I mean, I have a similar character. Let me just quickly... No, not that one. So this one is 227, and he is on 32. And even he is pushing the easily the tower. So I think I can get to 25 for sure. So that's also going great, and this actually increases the gold which we get from quests. Really nice. The guild is actually okay. It's going great. We still have 5 raids to have the maximum of the upgrades. So we are slowly pushing this, and I think we can get to level 50, maybe something around that. We have 518 knights. We have one actually 15. Is it only one? Yeah, it is. Which is actually great, which means we can actually get black gems as well, legendary gem, not legendary, sorry, legendary are orange, but black gems, all stat gems, which is really nice. I mean, the chance is like slim to none, but we can still get it. And when it comes to the pets, I have been feeding them and progressing nicely. So for example, here the octopus is 79. I can for sure beat Mingo. I don't know if I can beat Angbite, probably yes, but for sure Medmoid I cannot. At fire, I'm also Coco Fire is 83, which means I can for sure Infernox, Humbuzish, I can win. Dragopir, I think I need around level 95 Coco Fire, something like that, so maybe not yet. Earth is going okay. I cannot beat this guy yet, so 4. But nonetheless, it's going great. Light, for sure. I mean, Birded Chip I could maybe beat with Dink, but I'm not sure. And nonetheless, I decided to go for Bakpoxion, so I need to build him. And then Kakoli still would need a bit of food to do it. But in a worst case scenario, I have like 2 pets here and 1 to 2 pets here to push. I'm saving them for the awesome assembly of the awesome animals event so that I get most of the food because I'm not in a rush. I mean, this is summer days, this is Sunday, so I can get it easily during the day on Friday, Saturday, so this is also easily enough to get. Anyway, it's not, I mean, it gives us a bonus on the stats. For us, the most important is light. Yeah, this is dexterity, so this one is more important than these two. Water is strength, fire is luck. So yeah, we would need like these two mostly, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, they're going fine. Also, what I have been doing recently is trying to always fulfill this. I mean, this one, fidget spinner, run 20 times. You need shrooms for this, or you need to watch a lot of ads. The arena brawler you can do. You just need to fight every 15. Is it 15? No, 1 hour. But this. No, I'm actually not sure if it's 15 minutes or 1 hour. Let's fight quickly. Yeah, it's 10 minutes actually. But I'm actually losing a lot, so I need to. I have 13 million. I need to spend the gold. Gambler I have been doing because it's free gold, free resources and similar. Secret agent, depending on what the topic is, and then the drink beers. I don't use shrooms for it except when there is an XP event, which I was also using for the previous week because there was an XP event. When on the events, there is following events coming: the Epic Shopping Spree Extravaganza, not relevant for us at all. Like I played on EU5, I spent thousands shrooms to shuffle through the shops and to buy the items. So really, you need a lot of shrooms to do it. Epic Good Luck Extravaganza. This is really nice because this is from a dice game. You can get an epic, and really nice opportunity for us to get some epics. For Frenzy Festival, really nice. This means we can dismantle 15 items at the blacksmith. Not bad at all. And Tidy Toilet Time increase double the amount of mana from the items, and we actually have one item actually only, but if I'm not mistaken, I also have my legendary somewhere on some character. I don't know where it is. Did I already toss it in? Maybe I did. Anyway, I had legendary item somewhere, and this is the first one, but where is my second legendary item? Let's see it. Nonetheless, it's not that problematic. The point is just I had a legendary item. Maybe it's on some different character where I saved it because legendary items give you bonus arcane mana. When on the toilet, we are on an Arcane Aura 8, really nice, and we are 125 of the next level, which is also really good. So as you can see, our character is progressing really nicely. 2/3 almost over, 2/3 to our main goal, and once we reach the goal, as I said, we will probably go on a dungeon break around 315, 320 level. Yes, about the dungeon break, one really important thing is what I've also read is that if you decide to go on a dungeon break, you need to stick to it. The reason for this is because, I mean, I did not do the math or anything like this. The comment was that if you decide to end the dungeon break preemptively, it would actually might be even worse for your XP gain than if you just did not do it at all. So from that point of view, because again, we would be reaching our goal, I would just keep this character on a side, slowly leveling it. I can wait, I'm not in a rush of anything. I can play for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. It's not a rush. And then when I reach the level so that I should and can exit the dungeon break, I will. And I think then we will push the sort of the dungeons hard. And last thing which I did not cover is the shrooms. I have 63 shrooms. I got a bit of shrooms from, I think, some codes. There were some codes. There was with the legendary dungeon, this I remember, but I don't know. I know that I got, like, I had 70 something shrooms, and then I bought the mount. So I have been saving them in order to be able to buy a mount, or when there is an XP event, to use it for the XP event. Last week there was an XP event, and together with it there was the epic quest extravaganza, which then meant we can double down and get an epic. After we drink beer, we use shrooms. So really nice. But that's it for this episode. We are back on our free-to-play character, and I will keep posting new videos regularly. Until next time, live long and keep on gaming.